Hello everyone and welcome back to the X Machines channel. The shipbuilding industry as well as ship repair plays an important role in ensuring a seamless supply chain around the world. In the next few years, this industry promises great growth due to the production expansion of companies and the sudden increase in travel demand. In this video, X Machines will take you through the process of repairing one of the largest cruise ships in the world. In Spain, the 9th largest shipbuilding company in the world with shipyards around the globe, Navantia, is busy with their ship repair project. Navantia has more than 10 years of experience in designing, building, and repairing all kinds of vessels. In addition, the close relationship between Navantia and Royal Caribbean International, or RCI, brings Allure of the Seas to Navantia's shipyards. Launching in November 2009, Allure of the Seas is the largest passenger ship in the world. She can carry more than 6,000 passengers as well as 2,000 of the crew team. Her place only is taken after her sister, Harmony of the Seas, is unveiled in June 2015. After years of sailing around the world, the ship now needs to be refitted and upgraded to improve its capacity and speed. Around 18 months before the vessel officially comes, the two companies have shared in detail about all parts that need to be worked on. Navantia always makes sure that they understand the needs of their customers before carrying out the repairs or refits. As demand changes and fierce competition increases in the passenger transport service industry, customers always set more and more standards at the appearance and engine of the vessel. Besides, the pressure to cut costs and increase work efficiency requires engineers and workers to get the job done quickly and accurately together. Meticulous plans have been made, and everyone has to carry out the work according to that plan. Hundreds of people work 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, both inside and outside the ship. Thanks to meticulous and practical planning, they had to see the best results. Repairing and upgrading a cruise ship with many luxurious details requires carefully and meticulous planning in every stage. From the planning step, unlike the repair of cargo ships, this project is complex and requires more manpower. Navantia's work includes cleaning, fuel supplying, and the most important part is about the ducktail. In 2019, after ranking second for the award Best Cruises overall in Cruise Critic Cruiser's Choice Awards, Allure of the Seas used to meet some problems with the propeller that reduced her speed. This refitting at Navantia is promised to bring back to us an even more amazing new cruise ship. Instead of buying new, repairing and upgrading ships is increasingly becoming an economical and effective choice. Since 2010, Navantia has successfully repaired and refitted more than 25 passenger vessels. Navantia has been vital to not only cruise ships but also cargo carriers. In August 27, the ship entered the estuary and moors at the shipyard of Navantia. This time, Novantia's engineer will undertake a delicate task of replacing the reducing gears, as well as repairing the turbines. The task begins when engineers disassemble the reducer. At the same time, engineers working on turbines cooperate with supervisors and the ship's crew. Before the installation on board, the new gears are transported to the workshop, where they will be subjected to rigorous checks. On the ship, the second and first stage reduction gears were completed, removing the main gear weighing 36 tons. Meanwhile, the high and low pressure turbines were checked. Their rotors were disassembled and transported to the workshop where, apart from normal cleaning, engineers work on their calibration and balance. Bearings were also checked. Other maintenance works such as the reheating of the reheaters, renovation of boiler collectors and the firefighting system, and the revision of foam flooding system are very important. Load pumps and others are disassembled. Propulsion parts are transported to the workshop for inspection and repair, along with many other elements of the different systems of the ship. After checking the supports, the new main gear is introduced in the engine room and placed in its position on which the entire reduction system will be installed once again. The work in the workshop is finished. The installation of the propulsive turbines also continues with the assembly of the new first and second stage gears. However, when entering the main gear, they detect that the ship's axis line suffers from a misalignment. Promptly, the repair program is adapted. They solve this problem by transmitting the minimum possible impact on the total term given the extensive machining work to which each of the axles that make up its line. They decided to carry out 2 successive ligations in order to optimize the repair time. In the first one, the axles are removed and the scope of the repair in its line is defined. The repair in workshops continues with the work of renewing the aborted gears. Part of the normal dock work is carried out before the needle returns to the dock, where the last steps of the assembly of the turbines and the reduction gears are carried out. It is worth highlighting the contrast between the large dimensions of the pieces handled with the precision required in their work, where tolerances of more or less than 15/10 of a millimeter up to 5/1000 of an inch are common. Once the machining of the axis is finished, it is returned to the dock where the stern tube bushings are renewed and the shaft line is subsequently assembled. The work ends on the dock with the treatment of the propeller with silicone-based paint, the rational alignment of the axis, the checks of the different systems, and tests on moorings are carried out. The repair is finished when the client's requirements are satisfied. All the operating parameters of the propulsion plant were satisfactorily contrasted with those of a new unit. After 4 months of work, the repair of the ship was completed, adding another success in the good work of the engineers at Navantia.